Talk to me, Boulder.
Focus. Details. Focus. Details.
As we all know, Coach Prime loves it there in Boulder, Colorado. Being the head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes has been the thing that he loves, and he just raves about it all the time. But now it appears that Colorado has the exact same sentiment, and instead of them just saying it, they're now showing it. As Coach Prime now is one of the highest paid coaches in college football. He receives a 5-year extension, making him about $54 million for Colorado. Look, that's a huge, huge contract extension. That's a huge payout for a program that traditionally isn't considered one of the higher end financial programs. They're not like the Texases and the Texas A&Ms of the world with a bunch of oil money. But we know Colorado, we know y'all got that bread. Well, now they're going to go ahead and make sure that Coach Prime is taken care of there. So let's dive into that. We're also going to talk about another couple great stories about how Coach Prime and why this contract extension makes sense, especially around the NFL showcase about to have and, a potential big one for, spring game. So let's dive into that here on the Prime Time for College Football. First and foremost, we ain't going to bury the lead. We're going to jump right into it. Coach Prime just got an extension from Colorado. And this was the statement that came out from the Buffs about that. And this is what the athletic director, Rick George, had to say. He said, Coach Prime has revolutionized college football and in doing so has restored CU football to our rightful place as a national power. This extension not only recognizes the coach's incredible accomplishments transforming our program on and off the field, it keeps him in Boulder to compete for conference and national championships in the year to come. 5-year, $54 million. And we've actually got a chance to see kind of how it breaks down. Let me pull this up for you all. So Brian Howell over there at Buff Zone posted the numbers. The Board of Regents approved the 5-year, $54 million contract for Coach Prime, making one of the highest paying coaches in the country in college football. And this is his yearly. 10 years this year, 10 years next year, 11 year in 27, 11 mil in 28, and 12 million in 29. Hey, that's wild. That's up there with your Dabo Sweeneys, your Kirby Smarts of the world, your Dan Lannings. Coach Prime is going to be in Colorado for a long time. Not only going to be there for a long time, he's going to be able to do some special stuff because knowing that they added this extension for Coach Prime, that tells me that the investment in what Colorado's trying to do and win on and off the field is definitely coming to fruition as well. I know that Prime has been pushing for more in NIL and doing more stuff there. I bet you the entire the community definitely comes together and does that because Prime has brought some massive metrics into Boulder. I mean, first and foremost, they talk about an increase in applications for out-of-state and in-state as far as kids, but the economics is even bigger. $93.9 million in direct impact of the city of Boulder and $146.5 million in total regional economic impact this past season. The numbers are there. He's also produced some of the top GPAs in program history. 3.011 is the first time they recorded over a 3.0 for collectively of every player, which is not easy at this level, right? I mean, kids, they're kids are kids. They're going to not do everything they're supposed to, but Prime has had them in the positions to be successful, and he's been guiding them perfectly. So you got to be excited with that. Then you look at the coaching staff that Prime has already put together. He's added Marshall Falk in there. You got Warren Sapp out there. They've added some really good pieces and components to the coaching staff. So now Coach Prime he's putting his, money where his mouth is when it comes to Colorado is for Prime, so that Prime can continue to get these former NFL coaches, these former NFL Hall of Famers. Heck, adding Brian Leftwich, a couple weeks ago was still a massive pickup with him and Marshall Falk, because all that does is build up all these kids to understand that Prime wants his bad boy run like a professional organization. Let me know what y'all think about that new contract extension. Get in those comments. I want to hear your thoughts. Also, from there, for Coach Prime, he's already doing some more big changes in the game and things that's going to make them stand out. You want to know what one of those is? The Coach Prime quote unquote showcase, as they gonna call it. We ain't hard to find showcase. So the NFL Network is going to host the Combine on April 4th at the one for the Pro Day there at Colorado. Got my words mixed up. And they got 16 draft eligible players who are going to participate in the drills. NFL scouts are going to be able to pull up and see. But it's crazy that Coach Prime is able to pull that much clout and have this bad boy on television. Not that many schools get the opportunity to be on TV. It starts at 9 a.m. on the 4th. Make sure you tune in and check it out. You'll see the verticals, broad jumps, 40s, all the standard stuff. And they'll do all kinds of additional things to where they can showcase all these buffs that are eligible to go to the draft. There are 16 players on there. And you know Travis Hunter Shedeur is going to be able to show up and show out because this is where they really want to compete. All offensive players that are eligible will be there as well. This is huge for him to continue to get all the spotlight and attention because on top of that, there was the filing by Colorado and Syracuse to bring to fruition a actual spring game scrimmage similar to what you see in the NFL. So like in NFL, usually two teams will come together during their fall camps and they'll have a workout and a scrimmage type setup. Well, not that's in a controlled environment. And, that's when teams kind of can tune up. And they typically go against teams that are not going to play that season. Prime is doing something just like that. He talked about it weeks ago of how he thinks it'll be a great idea for Colorado to do that. He wants to go that direction. I've heard other coaches mention it before and media members. And the media loved it. They ate it up. Thought it was the best idea in the world. Fran Brown hit him up and said, hey, I would love to do it. Syracuse would love to come out there for it. So he's figuring out things on his side. Looks like Colorado's putting stuff together to where they'll be able to come in, and this will be televised as well. So you get to see a scrimmage between Colorado and Syracuse once the filing goes through. They've already put it in with the NCAA to get her done. Now we're just waiting for confirmation that's going to happen. But that is a huge set of moves for not only Prime, but Colorado to continue to build the brand, continue to be out in the forefront of innovation in college football, changing the game. Prime is changing the game. Colorado is investing in him knowing that it makes sense. Let me know what y'all think on all of that. Hop in those comments. I'm excited. I know you are stoked that Coach Prime is sticking around. Told y'all I had a feeling that if he was going to leave, it would be around the draft time. Now, with this extension, tells me Prime ain't going nowhere. He's here for the long haul. Let's make it happen there in Boulder. All right, we'll dive into spring practices later. So I couldn't get no videos out this week. Been traveling and things have calmed down on a little bit of that front, so we're going to get some more videos. We're going to talk practices. Even while I'm traveling, we're going to be able to get some stuff together. And we're going to dive into what the Buffs are going to look like on up the season before spring ball. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe, as well as, like subscribe button and bell notifications so you don't miss any videos. Check out the last video we made last week. And we'll chop it up soon.